All right, we are on the RADROVER by Rad Power Bikes, and very similar in look and specs for the most part to the HIMIWAY Cruiser, which I'm a big fan of. I mean, right down to size of the tires, the overall frame, the handlebars, the brakes, the little bell on the little front brake shifter, 26 by 4 inch Kenda tires, the light in the front and back, the fenders front and back. I mean, just very similar. One thing I can say, not a big believer in what they say this bike has in terms of motor. Just not feeling the 750 watt, you know. And we'll keep an eye on the wattage meter too. When I was on the HIMIWAY, you know, the thing got up to like 1100 watts of output. I have a Super 73R with a 1200 watt rear hub motor, and this thing has a 750 watt rear hub motor. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this thing's more powerful. This thing doesn't even get close. It gets to like 750. So I'm fairly certain this has a 500 watt, and they pretend it has 750. And I think I even saw where it said 750 peak power. So that's like a big misconception with a lot of bike companies today. They tell you what the peak power is, and that's not fair, you know? You gotta tell the nominal power. So not even close to the power of the HIMIWAY Cruiser. The HIMIWAY Cruiser literally just takes off on you. It's pretty crazy. So this thing, we're in, let's just put it in pedal assist 5, just so you can see here. And we're in, I mean, it's taken off, but like not even close, you know? The other one, the HIMIWAY Cruiser, just has like so much torque, you know? It's like bam! It's almost like a mid-drive. It's kind of crazy. This thing, you have to be going, watch, we'll show you. You have to be going at a good speed to even take off. So we're in gear 4, pedal assist 5, and look at throttle only, watch this. We're at 4 miles an hour, we're at 6 miles an hour, we're at 8 miles an hour, we're at 10 miles an hour, we're at 11 miles an hour. We're going up at 2% grade. It's like, really? You know, the HIMIWAY would already be like 100 yards ahead, you know? So this thing would probably take you upwards of 30 seconds to get up to top speed. I mean, really? So, love the look. I like the Acera componentry. It's better than the Altus, which many have, many bikes like this. I like the overall look, I like the overall quality, I like the tires. It's comfortable, you're sitting upright, but just the power is not there, you know? And I've seen a lot of people saying, you know, what's the difference between the two bikes? They look the same. Well, they're not. I mean, it's kind of like the, this thing is like riding a Honda Civic, and the HIMIWAY is kind of like riding like, you know, an Infiniti or a BMW, you know? Just the power is just there. So now we're gonna take it up like a 6% grade, throttle only, and I'm gonna show you what kind of power it has, or doesn't have, I should say. It's pretty cold today, so if I stutter a little bit, it's because my cheeks are freezing, okay? But you can see I'm already losing speed, and we're only at like the 4% grade part. It's getting ready to go up to like a 6 or 8% grade here in a minute. But we're 14% throttle only. And as far as bikes go, this is just not terribly impressive. I liken this to the Aventon Cinch, which has a 500 watt and also has the same, you know, 4-inch wide tires, etc. So now we're slowing down. This is like 6% grade, maybe even 7. And we're slowing down considerably. We're at 12.5 miles an hour now. I'm giving it full throttle, you know? We're at 11 miles an hour. And we're slowing, you know? We're not accelerating. We're at 10 miles an hour, people. Are you seeing this? This thing's like a 6% grade. This isn't that big. All right. We're on the HIMIWAY Cruiser. And in this video, we're gonna do some hill testing. So here we are on a 4% grade. It's probably 200 yards long. We're in throttle only, and we're gonna see what we do. Ready? Go. So yeah, it takes off pretty decently, and it already starts to pick up speed. So I like that. We're at 17 miles an hour. All right, we're holding at 10, but not impressed, you know? 10.5. So, I mean, at the end of the day, all said and done, all things being equal, very similar bikes. But when you talk about the most important thing, the motor, you're just not getting the same motor, you know? You put the HIMIWAY motor in this bike, they're identical, you know? So now we're at 10.2 miles an hour. Like, that's just not okay, in my opinion. And max, okay, so we're going up a hill, and max wattage is 730 max watt. So if it's a 750 watt motor, it's got to peak at least 1,000, right? It's not even hitting 750 watts. So it is a 500 watt motor all day long, and it maxes at 740 watts. So, and the HIMIWAY Cruiser goes, you know, upwards of 1,100 or so watts. So it just tells you right there. I mean, there's your science, you know? Again, this gets really freaking steep. I'd say maybe even 12%. You ready? Dead stop. Go. Alrighty. Loving me the fat tires, people. Loving them. Very comfy, cozy. All right. Definitely the steepest hill thus far. I'm feeling some struggles. Come on now. 9%, 9 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour. Come on. We're definitely working hard. Bike is definitely working hard. 6 miles an hour. Come on. All right, we stopped at 6 and we're climbing now. 7. All right, 8. We're at 8 miles an hour, people. We're at 9. 9 miles an hour. 10. See? 11. It just needed to get its momentum. We're almost near the top. 12. Yes, we did it. 14. Yes, we're leveling out. Nice. So yeah, it really just needed to get its momentum, and then it started to freaking climb.